the book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1, a song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi. That Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. All right. So, it's the brother Amawam Padah from the GMS Denver camp, and doing a lesson on how the camps were always around, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord is with, the Israelite camp structure. All right. Now, not all camps are men of the Lord, man. You see, you got to understand that there are false prophets out here as prophesied. Okay. And there's evil men that are amongst these camps that go off on the doctrine that don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. You got to understand this truth. All right. That's part of the battle. You have to discern who are the true prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi and who are the false prophets. Okay. But you can't sit there and come against all the camps and say that all the camps are evil and wicked, because this is a topic that just recently resurfaced. All right. You got this dude goes by the name of New Breed. He has a YouTube channel and whatnot, and he proclaims to be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? He knows that he's an Israelite and whatnot, and he's been on YouTube for years. And I used to watch him when I first started coming into the truth. Like I'm talking about like years ago when I first started, inquiring about, the Hebrew Israelites and the understanding of the scriptures, man. I came across this guy's videos. I was watching him, IUIC. I was watching a lot of different, individuals, different camps and whatnot. And I eventually stopped following this dude because I realized that something about him wasn't right. His spirit wasn't right, man. Like he one thing that stood out to me is the fact that he didn't want to get in order, man. He didn't want to remove his cap from off of his head when preaching. All right, speaking on the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. That's part of the commandments, man. You're not supposed to be preaching with your head covered. All right. And he always has a cap on in his video. That's a spirit, man. But anyway, without further ado, I want to play a little bit of his video so you can see his face and you know who he is if you've seen him before. Man, quit following this dude, man. He says a lot of bullshit in this video. It's really, really strange. Let's get to it real quick. But yeah, you got these people coming against the camps. What does it say right here? It's pleasant for brethren to dwell in unity, man. But we'll play the video. Hold on. All right, so here's this guy right here. He has a channel, New Breed Global Truth. All right. And yeah, man. So this is the video that brothers have been talking about. I'm not going to play the entire video. It's 2 hours long. But the whole video, pretty much, he's going in on the camps and all the different scandals that took place in these certain camps. And he mentions One West. All right. One West camps. If you know about One West, that's where our teachers stem from. The teachers of Great Millstone, the prophets of GMS, all right, came out of One West. All right. In New York, you see, and our apostles, man, they told us that they told us about all the different things that took place, man. How men were going off, you see, because that's what comes with this truth, man. You have to have discernment, you see, but the truth is still the truth, man. And the camps are not wicked because, something took place in the camp doesn't mean that now all the camps are wicked now. That's what this dude is saying, man. He's pretty much trying to tell you to be by yourself and isolate yourself from amongst the men of the Lord, man. And that's a highly satanic vibration coming from this dude, man. He's a very wicked, dark spirit about him. You can see in the video. Matter of fact, let's just play a little bit of it. I just, went to a random spot. Let's see.
Start off by saying off of the break, I have not renounced being an Israelite. I repeat, I have not renounced being an Israelite. That is in fact my nationality biblically. I know my history. I know where I come from. I haven't forgotten where I come from. I still follow the Bible. I still, you know, take heed to the tenets written thereof. For those wondering. No, I haven't went back into the world and decided to be evil and wicked and leave all things behind. No, that's not the case. But when you pretty much distance yourself and renounce your affiliation with groups, camps, congregations, whatever the case may be, they believe that they are gods and they're all powerful. So when you renounce from being with them, that they believe that means you back in the world. They think they're the only way. And see, that's a very dangerous mentality when they believe they're the only way to salvation.
All right, I'm gonna pause it right there. Now you see where he's going with this? All right, he's coming up against the camps, all right, the whole camp structure. All right, he's not saying, well, this camp, is going off with this part of the doctrine, or this camp is doing this. No, he's saying, in a broad stroke, that all the camps are wicked, which seems like some kind of agent type of activity. Now, he might not be an agent. You know what I'm saying? He might just be a sincerely, bugged out Jake. All right? Because it's actually a simple, he's coming in and a very simplistic mind state right here. All the camps are bad. All right, man. Let's get some scriptures out real quick. But, I want to make a point. He just said the camps feel like they're the only way, to salvation. Look, man, the Lord uses men. The Lord ain't going to come down here and deal with you himself. All right? The scriptures tell you that the Lord has men set up to guide you, man. Let's get these precepts out, man. And they're in the camps. All right, had to get it. The book of Hosea, chapter 12 and verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Ministry of the prophets, aka camps. All right. Now, like I said in the beginning, all camps are not of Yahawashi. What does it say? All Israel is not of Israel? Salakia. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have false prophets. The Lord told us about the false prophets, but just because you run into a false prophet or a group that has false prophets in it, doesn't mean that all the camps are wicked. Because that's the message that he's promoting. He's telling everybody, hey, don't even join the camp, stay away from the camps. Look, I'll tell you right now, Great Millstone, GMS, all right, I believe, through the Spirit that these are the men of the Lord, starting with the leadership, man, by looking at their track record, man, looking at the things that they say, you see. I'm a part of GMS, and look, I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't none of that weird shit going on to where the leadership is telling us if you leave GMS, then you're not of the elect. The leadership, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down, tells us that if you leave GMS, you still got to do the work. All right, you can leave if you want to leave, but you still got to do the work of the Lord Yahawashi. It's not a cult like they're trying to make it out to be. You see, that's part of the demonization of the men of the Lord, man. This dude is playing a part in it. And the Elder Yashawamba from GMS Dallas did a lesson on this. And a lot of brothers are doing lessons on this guy. And, I watched some of the video and it's just like, he just continues to go on like he's just hurt. Like somebody hurt him, man. All right? The way he's trying to bash the camps is crazy. But anyway, the Lord tells you right here that he has sent the prophets, man. To do what? To speak to the people, to show them the way to salvation, the way to Yahawashi. The Lord is not going to come down here and speak to you individually, nigga. He got prophets. You got to decide who are the true ones and who are the false ones. Had to get it. Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Where do you find these men at? The camps. All right. Starting with Great Millstone. All right. See, I can't speak for these other camps out there. I can only speak for the camp I'm a part of. All right. And hey, the track record proves the spirit that's in the GMS, man. I'm not saying that there's not, wicked individuals amongst the camps, because that's always going to happen. There's going to be wicked individuals in every camp, and they get weeded out, man. But that don't mean you just throw the entire, idea of being in the camp away, man, and try to demonize all the camps. You playing with fire, my boy. All right. The Lord chose men to give you the understanding. All right. and they congregate together in what we call a ministry, aka a camp. The Lord Yahawashi was moving in camps. What is this dude talking about, man? All right. You had wicked camps back then. You had the wicked Pharisees. They were in their camps. You had the wicked Sadducees. All right. Then you had the men of the Lord, man, in their camps. You got to decide who are the men of the Lord, man. The elect are going to find their way. The Lord's going to guide them to those men. And the wicked, they're going to be led to these false prophets, and you're going to be deceived. That's just how it is. The Lord got it set up for the elect to win, and those who are not the elect, they're going to be deceived, man. Matter of fact, let's get another precept on this. All right, the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So that dude has been deceived by his own vain opinion. All right, you can tell he's kind of a proud kind of guy. All right, he wants to do this by himself. He feels like he doesn't have to listen to anybody. He doesn't want to come under any order because he feels like he's being controlled and manipulated. That's what a weak mind would say, because they don't understand the truth. They don't understand what this is about. He said, I don't want to follow men. He's one of those guys, man. And he actually said that in the video. He said, you guys are a bunch of men pleasers, dummy. The Lord had many disciples. All right. Go read the book of Acts, man. They came together and oh my goodness. This dude, he don't got the Holy Spirit, man. You can tell in this guy, he just a carnal dude. He goes on to mention, building up communities, Israelite communities and stuff like that. Like, let's go back to the video, man. This dude has been deceived, and those who go to these false prophets, like the one that you're seeing in that video, he's a false prophet. Okay. Those of you that ain't right, you're going to be deceived by these guys, and you're going to agree with guys like that and say, man, fuck the camps, man. He's right. I don't want to be a man follower. Yeah, that's right. I can do this by myself. All right. Hey, the Lord got your ass deceived, man.
When the Bible tells you Christ is the way to salvation, not these men who are fallible, who a lot of the times are full of pride, arrogance, ego, preeminence.
Okay. Then he also said, he used the term Christ. So this dude ain't even using the names of Yahweh and Yahawashi. So you can tell he ain't on no level, man. All right. The Lord ain't dealing with this cat, man. All right. Not to say that he won't repent. We don't know. But right now, it's evident that the Lord ain't dealing with this guy, man. All right. His logic is totally off according to the scriptures, man. He has no idea how off he really is. Let's continue on. But he thinks he's sounding smart, man. He thinks he's wise, man.
It's a lot of narcissism that goes on. These things happen in fallible men. And when you just, not affiliated with that, they have an issue with that. Now, let me start off in saying this, right? This subject is a bit of an oxymoron, and I'm going to go to a source too. I want to show y'all the origin of the Israelite camps, the actual origin of the Israelite camps, so you can understand how they were a rotten tree from the beginning. Oh, I'm going to bring it out. That's right. I'm going to bring it out in this stream that they were a rotten tree from the beginning. The camps were. How they manipulated the Bible from the beginning. And we're going to show.
Now, when he says the camps were a rotten tree from the beginning, this dude don't understand the beginning. All right. He's talking about probably, modern day camps. Okay. Referring to the great awakening of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Indians come to the knowledge that they're the Israelites in these last days. He's talking about that. Now he goes to mention this one guy, this dude named Yahweh Ben Yahweh. All right. Some kind of bug out. All right. Now this dude's bugged. He's a bugged out dude. I don't know too much about him. All right. But from what I hear, he's a part of some crazy shit going on. All right. He was saying that he's the Messiah. The Lord tells you, if any man said that he's the Messiah, all right, then he's a false prophet. So if you're following this guy, then you don't have understanding in the first place. You're part of that deceived number. So we're not even concerned about these false prophets like that. We're concerned about the elect and the true camps. So this dude is trying to point out every single false prophet and then try to paint it with a broad stroke over all the camps, saying they're all evil. That's what he's doing. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that precept when it goes into men saying that they are the anointed and how you shouldn't listen to them. All right, those who are saying that they're the Messiah. Let's get that real quick. All right, here we have it right here, the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 5. Lord Yahawashi speaking, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus and Christ. His true name is Yahawashi. Christ is not a name. You need to know the name of the Messiah. All right. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. The Lord warned us of this. So if you fall for that shit, you just ain't reading your Bible. If you fall for false groups like that, false camps, all right, then you just ain't paying attention. So yeah, that's on you. The Lord warned us already. Matter of fact, let's go up one verse. All right, Yahawashi, what do you say in verse 20, in verse 4? He says, and Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right. You see? So you have to be studious for your own self, man. Yeah. You have to know where the true men of the Lord are. It doesn't mean you just go off by yourself and say, I'm not going to let no man deceive me. I'm just going to be here by myself. I'm all I need is my Bible and I can go straight to God. I don't need no man to help me out, to guide me. Let's get a quick precept on that, how you need a guide. All right, here we have the book of Acts, the 8th chapter. All right, I'm going to jump down to about verse 26. All right, now it says, and the angel of the Lord, Yahawashi, spake unto Philip, saying, arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, and eunuch of great authority. So this is an Israelite from the land of Ethiopia, okay? Because we were scattered, right? It's not an actual heathen. All right. And eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. So this was a dude of, high esteem, right? All right. He was returning and sitting in his chariot read Isaiah the prophet. He was reading Isaiah. All right. Then the Spirit saith unto Philip, go near and join thyself to his chariot. So the Spirit of the Lord told Philip to go talk to him. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest what thou readest? So he asked him, do you understand what you're reading? Okay. And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Okay. So there you go, man. You have to be guided in this truth. We came from the world, man. All right. How did you even hear about this truth? How did you even come to the knowledge of the Israelites? You heard it from other men, from the camps. So this dude is a fucking hypocrite, man.
In history, I got to take you back in history so you can understand. But let me give you an understanding here, right? It's a bit of an oxymoron saying that I want no part of the Israelite community because, ladies and gentlemen, there is no Israelite community. There's different groups who seem to carry themselves like gangs. I mean, they have 6-pointed stars. They got these damn stars of Moloch all over their garments. I mean, this is something that we were playing with gangbanging when we was young in our youth and we was in the streets and we was making certain.
That's this dude. He's whack. All right. So he's talking about because some of these camps, they have that 6-pointed star, right? Because a lot of them believe that's the Star of David. Now, that has nothing to do with Great Millstone. We don't have that. All right. We understand that it's not biblical. All right. So we exclude that from our garments. We don't wear that, man. All right. In times past, the elder apostles said that they used to have that, but they came to the understanding that, hey, that's not, it can't be proven that that's the Star of David. Okay. So we don't have that here at Great Millstone. But this dude, he's just grasping at straws, man. Finding any little thing he can find to come after the camps. Okay. But yeah. Let's continue on. He's trying to make the camp seem evil. He's playing into the hands of this damn devil Esau, because Esau is finna demonize, all right, the camps, and he's helping them out by doing this video, man. You're gonna have a lot of Israelites, a lot of 2/3 who are gonna come up against us. They're gonna say all type of different shit. We finna be demonized, man. I did a lesson on this. We gotta be, 10 toes down when this happens. We're gonna have the whole world against us, man, including guys like this. You can see, what he's about. All right, look at his page right here. He got all type of Instagram, different websites. The Patreon, which is a paid website, you got to pay to look at content on that, and then you got subscribe, support. He mentions all these different things, right? All right, because he's a self promoter. Okay, that's why he's by himself. He's not in a camp because it's about him. You see? Let's continue on, man.
Moves, we had 6-pointed stars, gang banging and GDs and Bloods and Crips and all of that kind of stuff. So, it's like they adhere a lot of the same symbology. It's straight up demonic to the core. And it is what it is. But here's the issue here. There's really no community. There's only groups, churches, camps, or whatever the case may be. And it's almost as if we as people have forgotten what a community actually is.
All right, he's one of those community guys, you see. A lot of you Israelites think it's all about getting homesteads and buying land, because he goes on to mention this stuff, man. He says, we got to buy land. I put my money into getting the Hebrew Israelite community started here in America. All right. Like how simple can you be, man? How simple can the society is collapsing. All right. America is not going to be here for much longer, man. And you investing money into land on your enemy's property. How stupid is that? The Lord said he's going to deliver us out of the land of the north. Why are you investing your energy into starting homesteads, man? There's a lot of Israelites that do that shit because they don't have the understanding. They're carnal. They're not spiritual. They're not depending on Yahawashi. And there's nothing wrong with buying land and doing things, but that is not the end all be all, man. It's temporary. This place is going down. And you people look at us and try to demonize us because we're not putting, GoFundMe's up to start a damn Hebrew Israelite community somewhere, in the States. Come on, man. You see, these guys, they're delusional.
What a community actually is. A community would be Black Wall Street. That's a community. A community would be Chinatown. That's a community. The Middle Eastern markets and so forth, when they have their own central hub where they're buying and selling to other nations. Yes.
Look, man, our central hub is going to be in Jerusalem, man, when Yahawashi returns and places us in our land. Let's get a precept on that. This dude and guys like him, they want to build something here. They love America, man. Okay, so here we have the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, okay, and verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi, liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. All right, so it's talking about that first deliverance, all right, where he got us out of the land of our oppressors, right? The new deliverance is coming. But the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashi, liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. All right, North America, man. And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Look, man, do you see that? So Yahweh is going to deliver us out of the land of our captivity, all right, into our land, Jerusalem. That's where our hub is, man. That's where we're going to be able to build and have communities, as he liked to say. We're going to have all that there, man, when Yahweh shall return. We're not going to have that prior to that, man. You trying to make your bed here in America is not going to stand up, man. You're trying to build in a burning fucking house. Literally. This place is going to be on fire here very shortly, according to prophecy. All right, it's going to be on fire from the thermonuclear missiles that's going to be shot over here in the midst of World War III. All right? The community is being gathered through the spirit, man. All right? Not by buying land and shit, man. All right?
They buy and they sell to other nations. And believe it or not, it was once upon a time the real biblical Israelites sold to other nations. They were the lenders and not the borrowers. But
That's gonna happen when Yahawashi return, man. When he turned the tables, when Yahawashi takes down this damn devil Esau, Edom, in the midst of World War III, and takes down the heathen rulerships and sets up his chosen nation of people, the Israelites. That's when we're gonna become the lender. Not before Yahawashi returns, man. This dude is completely going off. He wants to have something here before Yahawashi returns, man.
You know, me distancing myself from that community is very needed. Now, let me just get into my background a little bit. For those who don't know, I've been on social media for a number of years, since about 2009 on YouTube, and I've been in biblical truth. I've been spreading biblical truth. I will continue to spread biblical truth. I speak on the law, statutes, and commandments.
With his cap on, by the way. Let's get a quick precept on this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get ready to end this. But mind you, he said he be speaking biblical truth, right? On the internet. All right. And you see he has a cap on right now. I remember all his videos, he has a cap on, man. Showing you that. Hold on, let's get that real quick. 1 Corinthians 11:4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. Do you see that, man? You ain't supposed to have nothing on your head when you preaching the word of Yahawashi or when you praying. And you can say, oh, well, you guys are Pharisees. You're trying to go back to the law. Look, man, we're supposed to uphold the law to the best of our abilities. Do you not see the wisdom in the law, behind the law? We're not saying the law is going to save you, but if you can do the law, why not, man? If there's some things that you can do, why not do it? And that's easy. Taking your goddamn cap off, man. That's not hard. That's not grievous. But their spirit of rebellion won't allow him to do so. All right? You see? It's the spirit behind things, man.
I oblige people to keep those law, statutes, and commandments in order to live fruitful. What I've realized is a lot of quote unquote Israelite camps, they identify themselves more so by the curses than the blessings. And if you're honoring the law, statutes, and commandments, there should be many blessings that come with it, right?
Okay, you see that? So he's going into, we should have money. If you're a man of the Lord, why you ain't, got all this, money saved up? How come you ain't helping the community? How come you ain't building homesteads? He's finna go into that. But he's talking about upholding the laws, but he got a damn hat on. Okay, but anyway, I got one more. We're gonna close it for time's sake, man. I could do a 5-hour video on this dude, man, but I'm not gonna waste all my time. I might do another one, coming back, but I gotta head out. But I want to get a quick precept. All right, 1 Timothy 6 and verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds. Matter of fact, let's go up one. All right. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. And that's what that dude is going into, man. How come y'all ain't got a church? How come y'all ain't building homesteads? How come you ain't feeding the homeless? Because the Lord didn't call us to do that, man. Yeah, we have charity amongst us. Yeah, we do help Jake out in the world, but we're not making the ministry about stacking up a bunch of money here in Babylon, man. It says stay away from dudes that think like that. And that's how that dude is coming.
I've noticed that in religion in general, a lot of people equivalate poverty and struggle to righteousness. I don't see things that way because I've read the Bible. And according to God himself in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, he tells us that if we were to honor his laws and observe to do all of the laws that he command us, we would be blessed. We would be the head and not the tail. We would be the lender and not the borrower. We would be above all nations of the earth. Our storehouse would be full. Our homes would be plenteous and good.
All right, this dude has no understanding because we can't follow the laws completely in this flesh on this side, man. That's why we have Yahawashi as that sacrifice, man, because the creature was made subject to vanity, as the scriptures tell you. Meaning we're in this sinful flesh, man. We need Yahawashi to step in on our behalf. All right. We can't uphold the laws here in America, Babylon the Great, in our captivity. He can't even keep the law of taking your damn cap off while you speaking on the word, man. You see? So you through. All right. You see? We're going to have that prosperity when Yahawashi brings that second covenant, man. When we're changed and made completely righteous. That's when those blessings are going to start to come into fullness, man. Not prior to that, man. So I'm going to end it right there. This dude don't know what the hell he's talking about. Stay away from this guy. All right. You can follow him if you want to. All right. You'll just be following the deceived, man. And the blind leave the blind into a ditch, man. So I'm in it right there. The camps, all right, all of them are not evil. The Lord operated in camps. He had his disciples, and it was more than just 12, okay? You see, and they went out and they prophesied. It tells you about that in the book of Acts. All right, the company of the prophets. Those are the camps, all right? So all camps are not wicked. They're not evil, like this guy's trying to paint it out to be. Stay away from this dude, man. He's trying to sow discord amongst brethren. All right. The Lord tells you that it's a good thing that brethren dwell together, man, in unity of the truth. All right. So you find where the truth is and you stay there, man. Don't be deceived by these dudes, man, coming in these last days, trying to rip you away from what the Lord has designed, man. So I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rachakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahawashi. And Kwame Asherala in the Bible bar. Shalom.